Welcome back, everybody, to the Birdies and Bourbon Show. And we are going to have a Birdie Fest this week, Dan. But before we get to the Birdie Fest that's going to be going on in Texas, I thought I'd crack open a little Elijah Craig to support our friend Max Homa, new brand ambassador for Elijah Craig. I don't know, maybe there's something in the bottle, but looked pretty good this week, huh? Good, solid win by Max Homa.
Hey, every week a bourbon drinker or ambassador wins is a good week on the PGA Tour. 100%.
Couldn't agree more. And by the way, you're one and done, Max Homa. I guess that puts you in the lead in our one and done. And the final pairing on Sunday, my one and done also participated, Keegan Bradley. So a couple of pretty good picks there. Keegan obviously couldn't hold off, but yeah.
So and we did get some messages over the weekend, right? So those in the know knew there were actually 2 horse races this weekend.
there were absolutely 2 horse races this weekend. Max Homa came out ahead. So my trifecta didn't pay off. Speaking of horse races at the Kentucky Derby, I did win a little bit of scratch. So I had epicenter in a few win show places. So I got a little something out of there. My other 2 didn't do too great. But man, if you had money on Rich Strike on Saturday, coming in at 80 to 1, wasn't quite Max Homa wasn't quite as good at 40 to 1, but hey, I mean, if you had money on those 2 guys, you probably got a big payday. Maybe you went out and did a little bourbon shopping on the Sunday, looking for that special bottle. If you did, leave a comment, tell us what you picked up, tell us what you drank for the Derby. We'd like to know. Maybe it's something we haven't had before. Maybe it's
I did see HV3 was hanging out at the Derby on Saturday. Saw him. He had a picture of him and his wife having a good time up there. So yeah, we can add that to the catalog of PGA guys that have been over there for the years. I think who was it? Ricky's been there. Was JT's probably been there, right? Justin Rose. Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
Is HV3 going to be our next bourbon ambassador on the PGA Tour?
And if he is, what's the best fit for him?
That's a good one. I could see kind of like a Maker's Mark play there a little bit. I could see him going down the Maker's Mark.
I do. Nice weeded. Yeah, that'd be a good one. Maybe a Four Roses, maybe.
Could be a Four Roses. I don't know. Nah, I think it's going to be
Maker's Mark. Maker's Mark.
Something a little more like it's probably not that Four Roses doesn't have an international presence, but I'm probably leaning, just with because I mean, hey, he could go win the Scottish Open. Never know. So yes, I'm thinking Maker's Mark probably makes.
What about Knob Creek?
Could be. I could see Knob Creek. I could see that becoming a thing. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know. We'll be on the lookout.
Harold, call us if you want us to represent you. We can definitely negotiate this through. Here's
another good one. Yeah, if you could pick the bourbon brand that Harold Varner III was going to be the ambassador for, who would you pick? Leave it in the comments. So maybe he's watching.
Okay, and here's the other thing, right? So does he go for a rum company, right? Because he is a pirate.
He is a pirate. He absolutely is a pirate. Could be a thing. I don't know. We shall see. Let's go back to the Wells for a minute. Who else? What else did you see? I think my camera's been drinking. I don't know why, but or maybe I'm moving so fast, it just can't keep up with me.
You and Dick, who knows what you and Dixie have been broadcasting over the weekend? Hey!
That is a good point.
How about the Pony Dix?
Dixie may have tapped hit the wrong button over here or something. So who else? So Ricky I'm sorry, no, I don't want to go to Ricky Fowler yet. Rory McIlroy, pretty good showing. Finishes solo 5th. Like what I'm seeing there, coming off of a hell of a Sunday at Augusta. Look good at Potomac, not to be confused with Boston. And Yeah, I kind of like the form heading into the PGA Championship next week. So who else was kind of out there? T21. We can start. I think we can probably start pairing these guys or talking about them in the same circle. At T21, the two individuals I'd like to call out: Sergio Garcia and Ricky Fowler. So did you happen to catch the hot mic on Sergio on, I believe it was Saturday? I think it was Saturday.
Oh,
maybe.
Oh, did I? Oh, did I? Yes, I did.
So did the rest of the world. What do you think the Live Tour paid him to say that?
A lot.
You think they got him? You think they upgraded his shades?
That comment I just had for HB3 with the bourbon and being your agent, I think Phil gave him that treatment for that other tour, for the Saudi tour. Yeah, I'll be your agent there, buddy. So he's one of those guys that, do we expect Sergio to win another major? Probably not. I mean, he's definitely past his prime on the PGA Tour, but still plays well. He's going to be a big draw, international draw, and I think they paid him a ton of money to go over there, and I think he's going for sure. What do you think?
I think one of the comments that I got back on Instagram, by the way, if you're not following us at birdies_bourbon, one of the comments I got after I posted Sergio's comments, and so he hit his ball over into a hazard area, and he was going to look for it. And by the way, Sergio notoriously known as a slow player, and I guess in his opinion, they started the clock before he had even entered the hazard area to look for his ball. And in paraphrasing, his comments were essentially, I can't wait to not have to play on this tour anymore.
Yeah.
Meaning the PGA Tour, and he's looking forward to go to the Live Tour, which I'm like, well, hold on. Are they not going to have rules for the Live Tour? Are there, because, I mean, and again, it's not like it's Corey Connors or I mean, this is a notoriously slow player, right? And the reason that the clock exists in the time frame that it exists, Sergio is one of the main culprits. So I'm kind of like, I didn't really. I mean, I hear what he's saying, but it's like you kind of created your own rule that is biting you in the ass a little bit. So yeah. I don't know.
This gets back to the core principles of our show and the foundation, the pillars, right, of our show, which is that, in Roadhouse, when they said, if you're not drinking anything, you're out of here. You didn't see Dalton say, I can't wait to get to the next bar. I can't stand the rules here, So, I mean, hey, that just kind of goes back to, be nice.
Let it unlet it.
Let it unlet it. Be nice.
So it's I don't know. I guess good to see you. Making room for somebody else. I'm sure there's someone waiting to get on the PGA Tour that's happy to see him to go, because they just freed up a spot, or he just freed up a spot. Ricky Fowler opening up with a 66 on Thursday. Who saw that one coming, man? And I mean, again, T21 closes out with a 68. I don't know, rough Saturday, but overall, I mean, but one of the better showings we've seen out of Ricky Fowler. And it wasn't the low round of the tournament. I think he tied low round of the tournament. But where in the hell has this guy been? Well, he didn't do anything else the rest of the week. Matt Wolff.
The Wolf, yeah.
T25, man. That's I was like, hey, what do we got here? He didn't hold on to it, and no, he's not going to be my one and done this week, so don't get too excited. Still giving myself a chance to win there, but yeah, I thought Wolf looked he looked good on day one. How about that? So
he said go ahead first. I'm sorry.
I'm saying, do you think Wolf's going to be you think he's a guy that's going to stay here, or do you think he's going to be a guy that goes to the Live Tour?
Well, he was talking a lot about mental health and trying to just have a lot of fun. So I think that's kind of where his head's at right now, is have a lot of fun. Don't focus too much on winning, focus on getting better. Some of the same principles you hear Max Homa talk about with, I want to get better every day and just be humble. That's where Matt Wolff is right now. And
I want to hone my Twitter craft. So what do you think?
No, not Wolf. But I don't know. I don't really see Wolf going over to the Live Tour. I see him wanting to, win some PGA Tour events. I mean, these are the type of kids that they grow up watching Tiger, wanting to be Tiger, wanting to to compete on the PGA Tour, and I don't think that that's ever going to go away. Maybe it is, and I don't know. I see them wanting to win some here first before they go over there.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that's a fair assessment. So, what else happened? I've not been stalking Homa's Twitter page. Is it just? I mean, is he? Is it blown up? I mean, has Elon sent him a C&D yet and told him you're dragging? I did see the stock was down, but is everything okay there? I mean, is the relationship still kosher?
Well, here's the thing. I haven't looked at his Twitter page either. I think he posted some clips I saw just in the random feed or whatnot. But Amanda didn't sound. She sounded like she was a little sick on Sunday. I might be surprised. I'm not going to be surprised if I see a Max at the PGA say, "Can't play this week, sick."
Ooh, wow.
Yeah. I'm not sure if they're still testing as much as they had in the past, and hopefully they are. Hopefully she wasn't, but she didn't sound great. That's all I'll say.
Wow, that's a little scary, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Especially as good as he's playing right now. So, all right, well, we shall see. What else is happening in the golf world? Anything that I did? I was out. Did a lot. I was out in the field this week. I was went and saw a band. What else did I do? Did a lot of drinking. I know that's a surprise, but I didn't get to play any golf. The weather. I was up in Tennessee, and the weather was kind of shitty, so I didn't get around in. But made up for it in other categories.
Mm-hmm. We saw Westy. Westy's looking. He's going over there to he's already asked for the exception or whatever it's called.
The exemption or yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's gone. I did see that. So both Phil and Tiger are slated for the PGA Championship. So they're I guess officially in now. Whether they show up or not, I don't know. But then it says they're there.
So here's something interesting. So we picked Max. You and I are both hot on Max going into this thing. He's been playing great this year. You look at the wins he's had in the last, since January 2021. He's up there with the best of the best, right? He's had three wins in the last. Call it 18 months or whatever it is. He did Riviera, the Fortinet, and then now this one, which will be his fourth win on tour. Going into the President's Cup, I mean, he's a shoe-in now, right? And it's at Quail Hollow where he won the Wells Fargo.
Yeah. It'd be hard pressed to say he's not. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, we got to. We do need to break. We need to break that down. We got to do a President's Cup, a pre-President's Cup show. Talk about who we think is going to make it and who's not. So, but yeah, no, you said it. I mean, he's playing up there with the elites, and the credentials this year look just as good as anybody else's does. So, yeah.
I mean, if you were hiring the captains of the President's Cup, let's be honest. I mean, we just kind of talked about it earlier, but we're taking Homa, right? We're taking Kokrak.
Yeah.
We're taking JT. Yeah. Somebody's got to drink all these booze.
Somebody, Scheffler. I mean, absolutely.
Take all the sponsored guys.
Absolutely.
They're going to have tequila on the other side.
They will have it's going to be tequila and vodka on the other side for sure. Yeah, for sure. For the rest of the world. Hey, so I'm getting a little ahead of ourselves, but I've been seeing Bryson posting some pictures of his surgery. And, he's making some comments like, it's going well, it's healing. I've seen he's hitting some hitting clubs. Looks like it was all one-handed, the hitting that he was doing. But you think Bryson is he going to be well and back for the PGA Championship?
I don't see how he could. it's like, what is it? The week after next or whatever? Or is it next week? When is it?
It's next week.
2
Next
weeks?
week.
Next week, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, next week. I'm getting my weeks messed up here. Yeah. But yeah, no way. No way.
Put that glass down. Put the glass down. I don't think so either. I don't think he's going to be ready. And I mean, obviously, you don't plan an injury, so you can't say, well, why didn't you do it ahead of time? So, that's got to be it's got to be a blow in not being able to.
Yeah, because we're right in the middle of it now, right? I mean, we are in the middle of major season. We just did the Masters. PGA's next week. Is it next week? Is it the week after?
Next week.
And then right.
Ask me again in like 5 minutes.
and then in a couple of weeks, got the U.S. Open after that, or the end of the month or whatever. But yeah, this is the middle of major season. Yeah, this is rough. This is really rough for him to miss these types of events or to not be in form and for these types of events. That kind of sucks. I bet he wishes he would have done this earlier.
Again, I mean, you can't really plan an injury, but but I'm sure it was like, hey,
but was he playing through it, and it got worse?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely he was. And it got to the point to where he had to get it, he had to have surgery on it. So, I mean, I think that's the point, right? Is lesson learned is don't delay, straight to the doctor.
Yeah.
That's what I'd say. So anything else? You ready to head to Texas?
Well, I thought the horse race was cool. We talked about that a little bit. It's a great sports weekend. You got basketball going on, you got hockey going on. I mean, yeah. So Carolina over here in Raleigh, they're still playing in the playoffs and everything. It's a fun time of the year. It's a fun time. My Red Sox are absolutely horrible. That's not fun. How are your Braves doing?
They're doing. I don't know that we're going to see a repeat, but yeah, they're doing for sure. So hey, let's grab a refill and we'll be right back. And before we are, listen to this.
All right.
We're back. And Dan, we're heading to the middle of the country. We are on our way to McKinney, Texas. And we have got a hell of a field for the Byron Nelson this week at Craig Ranch, TPC Craig Ranch. What I kind of like is I kind of like the fact that this course is, I don't know, I think it's a 2 or 3 hour drive from Southern Hills, where the PGA Championship is going to be hosted at. When is it going to be hosted, Dan? When's the PGA Championship?
In a couple of weeks.
Next week. Next week. And I mean, I think that this is I think it's given us a good opportunity to see some players that might not otherwise play the week before the major. So that narrative is definitely going to be out there. There's a couple of story and narratives, right? So the first one's going to be that it is a stacked field, and the week before a major, and how many people are showing up for a tune-up, and how many people are showing up to win the golf tournament? I don't know what the answer is. I mean, I think that they're professionals. I think they're all competitive. I think they're all, elite athletes in their in the sport of golf. So I don't know. Can you buy that? Can you buy that? Hey, I'm just showing up to play a couple days, and I want to get my ass to Tulsa to get some reps in for the PGA Championship, or do you think I want to stay and I want to win the golf tournament?
Top 10 guys, mainly there to tune up, I think. Some of these guys almost think that they might jinx themselves if they win, So what do you think? Yeah.
I totally think that. And I totally see this as a tune-up. Now, I think if by default they wind up in a position to where they're going to win, I think that I don't think they're throwing the golf tournament. Let me say that. But I do think if they're working on something, I think they're taking advantage of Thursday and Friday to work on whatever they're working on, whatever the hitch is. I think they're trying to get it worked out. And if it just so happens that I get it worked out and everything works out really well for me, then I think, so be it. And they'll take advantage of it. But yeah, I don't think anybody's throwing a golf tournament, but I do think there are some folks that are probably hoping that they don't have to play the weekend and they can go get an early start for the major, the PGA Championship.
Yeah, I mean, I think the top 10 guys would be in that camp where they're working on something. They want to get out there, get back into motion, and get the form going the right direction, tune up, that kind of thing. I think once you get outside the top 10, for the most part, maybe top 15, most of those guys are there to win, I think.
I agree. Or, maybe their form's been a little off and it's like, what would a win do for, my psyche and kind of help me, get back to where I need to be from a confidence level. So yeah, I agree with you. And I think the second narrative that we're going to hear this week, or third, I don't know where I'm at, it's going to be the Texas connection, man. It's going to be Jordan Spieth. It's going to be Zalatoris. It's going to be Sergio Garcia. I don't know. It's going to be Ryan Palmer. So I think Neiman, I think he was a member there. Maybe he still is, but I think he was a member here. So I think there's some experience there for sure. But I think that is the one that I do believe. I think the Texas narrative is one that I do believe the hype there. And I think I think we'll see it in ownership. I think we'll see it in performance. And I think we'll ultimately see it in on Sunday at the results of the tournament.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's going to be a fun one. This is a lot of good players, a little bit stronger than last week, I think, at least from the top 10. Yeah, and it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun to watch. Yeah, we got some good golf coming up here.
Absolutely. So AT&T Byron Nelson at TPC Craig Ranch in McKinney, Texas. This is a Tom Weiskopf design. Just under 7,500 yards. Let's call it, I think they're setting it up to tip out at 7,468. We had a lot of rain here. There was a big storm that came through last year, so there was a lot of rain. It was a birdie fest last year. It is going to be a birdie fest again this year. The greens, I'd say they're average to larger than average. Fairways, I think in last year's tournament, they were almost 80% in fairways gained from the players. So we're going to see a lot more fairways than we do here typically. So, as I'm looking through some of the players, kind of, okay, where, who am I going with this week? I think if I'm seeing somebody that's been struggling off the tee, I think I'm probably not going to take that into, I'm not going to, that's probably going to lose some bearing to me, in that the fairways are going to be generous and it's probably going to help some of the folks out. So, I think I'm looking forward to it, man. And I hope that I hope the narrative of do they actually want to play the weekend? I hope it does not hold true. And I hope they do want to play the weekend. I mean, how good would it be to see a Scottie Scheffler, JT, DJ three-way playoff on Sunday heading into the PGA Championship?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Love it.
Love it. Yeah.
So let's head over to our friends at fantasynational.com and let's take a look at the players. I just named them off. I think the only one I missed in the elite players field is Jordan Spieth, and he's at $10,100. Where are you starting? Who do you like in the 10,000 and better range, Dan?
Get this up on the screen here for everybody. Well, again, it's like, which ones are playing to win? So I don't think I'm starting any lineups in this player. I'm going to start below here, but out of the $10,000 guys, I think the ones I like the most are probably Scottie and JT. DJ just got married. He has any interest in playing this thing. I think he wants to see how he swings with the ring on, and he's tuning up for next week. And then Jordan, coming off a win, right? He won recently, but he plays well in Texas. But we'll see. We'll see how he plays. I'm not exactly hot on Jordan this week, but is this Jordan Spieth or is this Keegan Bradley at 10,100? Because they were calling him Jordan last week at the Wells Fargo.
Who was?
In the booth, they were calling Keegan Jordan.
Oh yeah, that makes no sense to me. I don't know why they would do that.
Come up, Michael Jordan shoes.
Oh yeah. I got you. Yeah. Well, no, it is definitely Jordan Spieth, and I think I could get on a few of these guys here. I think if I'm getting on anybody now, so back to what I said earlier, I don't know that DJ wants to be here through the weekend. I don't know that outside of DJ, I think that I'm good with everybody. I'm probably taking the cheapest guy in the field. Again, Jordan Spieth coming off the win at RBC. That's probably where I'm going. Looking at the last 24 rounds, who has the worst numbers there? I guess Jordan has the worst numbers out of everybody. And his putting it is not what we think about when we think about Jordan Spieth. He's ranked 127th in putting in the field. So I think that's probably a little bit of the rub is, what's the putter, what's going to happen with the putter? And if I'm kind of shying away, I mean, it's probably for that reason, but I don't know. I could probably get behind some Jordan here. So, but I think all four of the guys, it's, I mean, how could you not?
Other than the fact that they're tuning up for a major.
Everybody there has a major win. Yep. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's and we haven't seen Jordan since the RBC. DJ was there. I guess so. Everybody except for Scheffler, right, was at the RBC. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, the numbers look good. Recent form looks good. I mean, they're $10,000 and higher for a reason. So yeah, I can get on your side though and say I don't need to start in the $10,000 range and I can just go to the $9,000.
Yeah. I mean, you can't go wrong with the heater though.
Yeah. Well, so let's go to 9,000. The one guy that I'm one of the guys that I'm fading. I don't know what's up with Hideki, man. I think there still could be some injury stuff there. So Hideki's probably a fade for me. And who I really like is Joaquin Riemann. Joaquin Riemann, I think, is my guy this week. I mean, he's playing good. Recent form's good. He's ball striking the hell out of it. And what's his projected ownership?
17.2. It's low. Low for this.
Yeah. What's that? What's Willie Z's?
21.
Okay, so not that. Wow, I'm surprised that he's not farther off than that. Who's the
lowest guy here? Lowest guy is Hideki, followed. Well, I say that. Lowest guy in the higher range is Hideki, followed by Xander.
Yeah. Oh no, Koepka. Look at Koepka, 2.9%. Tommy Fleetwood, 6.3.
Yeah, I said in the higher range, but yeah.
Oh, the higher range. Sorry. Yeah. So I mean, for me, just based on. And then Sam Burns at 21%, just coming off a win at the Valspar. He did miss the cut. I think it was his first showing at the Masters. But yeah, I think I'm a Neiman guy here. Koepka. So consider this: Koepka cut, T16 cut, T12 cut, and it just keeps getting lower. I mean, are we gonna have like a T10 or a T8 or a T6 here?
Yes, you will, Cal. Next week.
That's exactly where I'm going, man. I'm like, however, where does he rank lowest at? Around the green? I don't think that's going to come into play here. Off the tee, I think it's going to be very generous off the tee. So the two guys I like though, again, Neiman, absolutely, and Tommy Fleetwood. Neiman ranks 5th, by the way, in the model. Fleetwood ranks 47th in the model. But look at Fleetwood, T10, T14, T16, T22, T20. I feel like the narrative around Fleetwood is he's playing better, but I think the perception is that he's finishing a lot better than people think that he's playing. And I think Fleetwood, I think he could get all over this place, man.
Fleetwood is back in the form that we saw before the COVID break. And he is dangerous. Yeah, but those numbers there, T10, T14, T16, T22, T20. I mean, with those fields, I mean, that is some good golf right there. Yes, 100% on Fleetwood.
And you've got short courses with small greens. You got big courses with big fast greens. I mean, you've got a mix of everything, and we've got T22 or better in his last 5 outings. And so Fleetwood and Neiman are my two guys. I mean, if I have to fade here, I guess I do have to fade. It's Hideki, and I don't want to say Brooks, but it's probably Brooks. I think this is a Thursday, Friday event for him, man. I mean, he's already got his his ticket booked for Friday afternoon.
I'm with you. I like Neiman. I like Fleetwood, and I do like Sam Burns. I know he missed the cut the Masters, but he's been playing great as well. Just won the Valspar, T26 at the Players, T9 at the API. He missed the cut at the Genesis, but I mean the guy's been on fire, for the last year, whatnot. And I could definitely see him playing well here. So yeah.
And I mean, what needs to be said about Will Zalatoris? I mean, 20% of the folks that have played have already picked him. And, with the Texas tie, not T, but tie, T6 at the Masters, he ranks number 1 in our model. So, enough said, right? I would not be surprised to see him win this tournament and show up and compete at the PGA Championship next week.
Yep.
All right, $8,000. Dan, I like a few guys there. I don't know if we mentioned Jason Day or not, but J-Day kind of popped a little bit, man. He popped a little bit at the Wells Fargo. It's
sure did.
T15 at the Wells Fargo. You've got 3 missed cuts and T24 at Pebble Beach in his last 5 outings. I don't know. Is it too early to get back on Jason Day?
No, he didn't. He wasn't able to pull it out, but 100% back in good form. I like what I'm seeing there. I do want to see a little bit more from him before we play him hard, if we will. But definitely on the right trajectory, and I think he's definitely back competing again to where we like to see it. And yeah, we've been talking about him for quite a while this year because he has been showing the signs of coming back. Yeah.
Are there any fades for you? And because I like almost everybody in there. I mean, I can kind of find a reason that I would play them. Anybody that you're fading in the $8,000 range?
I don't see anybody that's causing me any really concerns. No,
not. I mean, especially at this course. I mean, I don't. There's not a lot of trouble. Okay. So here's where I'm kind of at on that is let's look at the birdies or better. Let's see where they rank at. Cause that's kind of where, I mean, you're going to have to make birdies here. Yeah.
This is a birdie fest. Yep.
And it is, so there's going to be a lot of long shots, long approach shots. The par 3s are long. Let's see in the $8,000 range, who's our top ranked guy? Adam Hadwin is actually 5th in birdies or better. Jonathan Vegas is at 6 right behind him. And then we drop down to Adam Scott. Oh, no, I'm sorry. You got Jason Day, then Adam Scott. So, I mean, to be honest, if I'm when I do play this, I'm probably going to start in the lower end of the $8,000 range. Cam Champ may be a guy that I'm fading a little bit. I shouldn't say fading. I may not start at 8,000. If I start at 8,000, I'm going to go Adam Hadwin. And then I'm probably going to go to Aaron Wise. And and I think I can work my way up from Jason Day and move on through. But I don't really see there's no hard fades for me in the $8,000 range.
Nope. No, it's a good range. I think we should just start there when we do our lineup.
I do too. Yeah. Aaron Wise is 6th in the model. Adam Hadwin, I think, is the next best at 16. So yeah. All right, $7,000. Where are you heading?
Well, everybody seems to like Maverick McNeely. I like Davis Riley down here at 5.1% projected ownership. 5th at the Mexico Open, this cut at RBC, T63 at Valero, 2nd at Valspar. And he's one of those guys that we see him as an up and comer kind of guy, like Willie Z was a couple of years ago. I like him. You can't go wrong with McNeely, right? So he starts the range. Well, he's at $7,800, but he's 15.6% projected ownership. T26 at RBC Heritage, T35 at the Valero, T46 at the Players, 73rd at API, and T7 at Genesis. 50. Last 24 rounds, 28th off the tee, 56th on approach, 94th on around the greens, and 21st in putting. I mean, I can see why they like him there. I'm not sure if I like him almost twice as much as some of these other guys, but I do like him, and I do like Davis Riley. Who else do you like?
A lot of golfers in the $7,000 range. Holy
Yep.
shit, are there a lot of golfers?
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, I can get behind you with Riley. I actually like Brian Harmon. He's ranked 4th in the model. Pretty good form. T9, T35, cut T5, T63. Sepp Straka. Yes, he did miss the cut at the Wells Fargo, but he's been on he had a little 3-run heater there that was kind of hot. Keith Mitchell. And I was actually surprised he missed the cut last week. I don't know if I saw that pulled.
I was too. And he plays well here. Yeah.
Yeah, he plays well here. And I'm thinking, I'm trying to look and see how bad did he play. Maybe he had some customer events he had to get to Texas for. But he's 69. He shot a 74 on Friday.
It was really bad weather too.
Yeah. Weather was really crappy.
Cold and rainy.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I'm probably sprinkling around on Keith Mitchell. What about Kiz? I mean, it's like when Kiz is playing, he is hot. He's the talk of the town. When he's not playing, it's like Kevin who? Kevin what?
Model rank 3. Yeah.
Nobody. Yeah. Well, Keith Mitchell's 3. Keith Mitchell's 3rd.
Oh, Kiz 72. Sorry. Yep.
Yeah. Yep. And Kiz is 72, but I don't know. I guess the putting thing could be a little scary in that he's ranked 1st in putting in this model. So that could be a little bit of a how long are you going to keep that hot? But maybe he's
at a birdie kind of course though. Yeah. I mean, there's going to be rolling this. It's going to be, that kind of course. So yeah, I mean, that's an advantage here. Yeah. Rolling the rock here 100%. Yep.
Kisner's 21st in birdies or better. Bogey avoidance? Yeah, he's not good there at bogey avoidance. He's 136th in bogey avoidance. So back of the pack. So it's kind of feast or famine, if you will. So I don't know. Yeah, maybe I can go spread a little love there. Where I can go for sure is Kurt Kitayama. T15 last week, T2 at the Mexico Open. Had a couple of missed cuts, but T28 at Puerto Rico. 34th in the model. I'm probably going to go there a little bit.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, some good stats there for sure. And for that price, that kind of ownership, sprinkle some.
Okay, here we go. Matt Wolff. Too soon?
Yeah,
too soon? $7,200. T25 at Fargo last week. Missed the Masters, missed the Players. T61 at API. Where does he just absolutely suck at? Off the tee, he sucks. Approach, not good. Okay. All right. Yeah, maybe not.
Well, off the tee is his game, right? He's a hell of a ball striker. I think he's trending in the right direction and getting his confidence back, which is what he needs, is that confidence, right? I could see him popping. I could see him popping here. I really could. If he can get that thing rolling, this is the type of course where it's a birdie fest and the confidence is really high because everything's rolling in and it's fairly simple for these guys to play. I could see him doing something serious here. I would not bet him next week.
Patton Kizzire, that is a must play for me. He will definitely be that. I may be heavier on him than anybody in the lineup. Our T26 at RBC Heritage, Miss Valero, T33, T22, T32. Ranks 50th in the model. He was I think he was T3 here last year. I don't think it was a solo. No, he was T3 with Stallings and Schwartzel last year at this course at the Byron Nelson. So yeah, I'm definitely for $100 less, I'll take Patton Kizzire over Matt Wolff. Matt Wolff's already hoisting the trophy on Sunday.
Yes, he is.
So
ice cream truck in the backyard.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'll bring up one more. Scott Stallings, friend of the show, at 4% ownership. He did miss the Mexico, missed the Heritage, T13 and T16, T42. He was also T3 here last year. So I think Stallings at $7,000 is definitely I think he and Kazire. You said you want to start in the $8,000 range. I almost want to start in the 7, but we'll start at the 8 and we'll go from there.
No, let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Anybody else for you in the 7,000? I mean, this thing is loaded. I don't think there's a lot of good players here.
If you want to play Westwood, you can play him before he's never plays again on the PGA Tour. So he gets kicked off.
I said there's no kicking people off here. We're giving them exemptions, and they can come and go as they please.
We'll see.
If you have to go to the $6,000 range, where are you heading?
Emiliano Grillo at $6,800, 1.8% projected ownership. He's made a lot of missed cuts, but off the tee, 25th, on approach, 112, putting 63. He's 43rd in this model rank. I mean, you can start there. We've seen some popping from him. I don't necessarily like going down to this range down here. I take Hudson Swafford. I like Hudson Swafford. 63rd is model rank, $6,700, 5.6% projected ownership. T35 at Heritage, T30 at Masters, T58 at Valero, T36 at Corrales. I mean, that's pretty good. We like Hud in front of the show. What about you?
So for Hudson, he missed the cut here last year, and prior to in the Nelsons, I wouldn't say it's been a friend of his. But did have a little bit of an injury thing he was dealing with. So no, I actually already set a few lineups up and have him in there. I liked him as well, just in kind of where he's at and what's happening. Who else would I go to down here? So Luke Donald, actually. Let me find Luke Donald. He kind of stuck out to me. And
how much?
I'm looking. He's $6,400. Okay. He's ranked 85th in the model. T25 last week, miscut. T56, T58, T16. So I mean, 4 out of 5. Last 4 out of 5 showings, he's made the cut. And at $6,400, that's really all I need out of you. I don't need much more, right? Just make the cut. Just make the cut. But there's a reason. I got to see why. Okay, so he's 59th in birdies are better. He's 49th. He's 57th in birdies gained. He's 49th in bogeys avoided. Thanks, by the way, Fantasy National. He's 41st in doubles avoided. So are the numbers like, I mean, is it something to yell about? No, it's not. But if I need to get down, like if I'm playing somebody, I know you didn't want the 10, you didn't like the 10, not that you didn't like it, but you didn't see any reason necessarily to play the $10,000 range.
No.
I mean, if you got to go down here, I mean, recent form is pretty good for Luke Donald. And where's Luke at? He finished T13 last year. So we already know that he can play. I mean, I don't know if he likes the course, but he can play the golf course. So Luke is probably a place that I'm gonna steer myself. And who else do I have down here that I liked?
Austin Smotherman, 19th is model rank, $6,600, 8.9% projected ownership off the tee, 30th on approach, 8th, putting 54th, T25 at the Wells, T67 at Mexico, T61 at Valero. Playing pretty good golf.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue with that, but I mean, he's no Luke Donald, but there you go. I don't know, Snedeker at T17 last year. Could you go? You know where I can go? Now, again, this is the second year we played here. Let's see, what did he do last week? Where's he at? What did Sabatini do last week?
He was T41.
He made the weekend. Yeah. So Sabatini could be a guy.
We were talking about that earlier. Yeah, he's good.
I know. I mean, if that's a place, if I need to stay in the 6,000, if I need to, spend some time down in the $6,000 range, I could go there. So yeah, that's possible. Just looking to see who's kind of ranked high. I think Hudson maybe. There's Nate Lashley. Yeah, he withdrew last week. I don't know what that was about. So, I mean, he'd been playing some pretty good golf and he withdrew. So I don't know what that's about. Your boy Redmond, he did miss the cut last week, but T48 at RBC, T67 Valero. So I don't know. That's a maybe. Finished pretty good here last year, I believe.
Yeah, he did.
Where's Doc? Yeah, T9 last year. So I think it's the first time he's played it. So that, maybe. Yeah, so there we go. All right, I can rest there if you can.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of choices. It's a lot of choices. Oh wait, why did I shut that down? Hold on.
We got a lot of great choices.
Great choices. Okay, so we're going to start in the $7,000 range.
No. Let's go 8. You said you wanted to go 8, so let's do 8.
Okay.
I see. I'm a team player, Dan.
There you are. All right. You pick first.
Well, let me get it opened up here. I want to go to. Let's go to the bottom of the 8K range.
Okay.
Tisk. You know how that goes. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so bottom of the 8K. I think I want to go. Okay, here's what's so I'm gonna go Aaron. I'm gonna go Wise.
Wise. Okay.
Next.
What do you think about Hadwin? No.
Well, I think what's his hold on, let me see. Where's he at ownership wise? 14.5%. So here's where I would throw this out there and say if we want to be a little contrarian about things, what about Day?
Let's do Day.
You can say no. You can you can veto this.
It's fine.
I
Okay, we got Day.
I liked what I saw last week.
$7,000 range.
All right. 7,000. Brian Harmon. Didn't I say he was third in this model?
Fourth. Yep.
$7,600.
All right, take him.
I don't know. What do you think? I mean, recent form looks pretty good, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, real good. Yep.
I almost want to go Mitchell and Kisner, and then we'll have to readjust some things. I think Mitchell is probably I think it's a pick for me. What do you think about Mitchell?
Mitchell's good. We both like Mitchell. And let's see if we do Kisner, that means we have 11,000 left. So we could take anybody in the $10,000 range. So you want to take Scottie, or you want to come back, or
you want to go Stallings, or you want to go Adam Scott?
I've already got 5 guys. How many guys do you got?
I only have 4.
I got Day, Harmon, Kisner, Mitchell, and Wise.
Oh, you pick. Okay, I didn't get Kisner in yet. All right, so I got Kis loaded up. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking. It's been a long time since JT's won a golf tournament. A long time since he's won a golf tournament, right? Let's do it. We don't need to look and see, but I have to look and see now. How long
was it Memphis?
Maybe. Let's take a look and see. When did he win? When did JT win his last golf tournament? Boy, there's a lot of single digits. He won. He hasn't won. Well, I make it sound like woe is me. His last tournament was the Players in 21.
Really? Okay, so Memphis was before that. Okay. Wow. Yeah.
But I'm talking. You've got third, you got fourth, you got fourth, you got fifth, you've got eighth, you got sixth, you got eighth, you got third. We have his miscut. His last miscut was at the PGA, and that was
last year,
4 weeks.
The Phil year.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I didn't miss that cut. Huh. Interesting.
God, that just changed things up for me. I mean, Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think we got a JT, man.
Okay, we go JT. Now let's go back.
We
got
got
$500 left. Yeah. So who do we want to see if we can get somebody a little bit higher?
So I think Aaron Wise is a keeper.
Okay.
If I were changing somebody out, could be Harmon.
Let's do Harmon. Let's see what we can get. All right.
Oh,
we can always go back.
We can go with Hadwin.
Hadwin, yeah.
You want to go Hadwin?
Yeah. I mean, playing great. So,
all right, Hadwin it is, and we'll leave $100 on the table. Here's the only thing I would say: you good with Kisner? You think that's a play?
Birdie Fest, yeah, he can play here.
I think. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got to get a refill, and while we do, listen to this. We'll be right back. Dan, we are back, and it's time to pick one and dones. Somebody was awfully boastful. By the way, congrats, Max Homa. About their pick last week. I already had my little speech scripted out and what I was going to deliver to you. And
oh, really?
Oh yeah. I already had it. Like I think it was not going to be concise. It was not going to be organized. It was going to be a complete cluster. And what I was going to send your way. You had,
let me get this straight. Hold on. Because this is important. You had your one and done speech prepared for me for today. If Keegan Bradley were to win.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I did it as I saw Keegan winning the golf tournament. I
had a rebuttal. I had a rebuttal to Keegan Bradley winning the golf tournament this week.
You should go ahead. I mean,
get my one and done's name out your mouth.
I don't even know if you can say that, but I mean, you can say it. I don't know. Yeah, that's definitely commentable in the down below. Okay, so speaking of one and dones, let's get to our one and dones. And well, Dan, I guess you have the honors.
No, I think you have the honors.
No, losers don't get to go. You have the box. You won. Right. You have the tee box.
So I'm going with a guy, Sam Burns, been playing great golf over the last 18 months or so, even further than that. I think he's going to play great this week. I think he's in that range where he wants to win this week. He's still making his mark on the PGA Tour. And I think if he wins this week, it's only going to help him next week. Whereas if you're a top 10 guy, I think it might be like, again, that low superstition kind of thing or whatnot. So I think Sam Burns is going to do outstanding this week. Yep.
It doesn't hurt that he finished second here last year.
That too.
Just saying. Yeah. Just saying. In case I know you were leaving that out intentionally. Well, yeah, because Dan's absolutely like, well, shit, I've already used Scottie Scheffler. I can't use him. Well, look at this guy. Look at this guy right below him. I can pick him.
I do think the golf gods gave me Max Homa winning last week as a makeup because John Rahm got drunk at the French Laundry and missed the cut when he won at the Fortinet.
You mean for all the shitty picks that you've had so far this year?
Well, I think I picked John Rahm at the Fortinet, and he was supposed to win that tournament that Max won, because John just decided he wanted to go, party with Phil. So, yeah.
Well, okay. So, and to get on a streak, what's the first thing you have to do?
Got to win one.
And I mean, one in a row, it doesn't sound that bad.
Doesn't sound that bad.
Okay, so I'm gonna go with, and I looked again because I'm like, shit, I've not played that guy yet. I don't know why I haven't. And if I was saving him for something, I lost my notes and I don't have it written down, so I don't know why I was saving him. He's ranked 5th in the model. If he's already had a win this year, and if there's anything, I don't know if he really has a short spot in his game, but I'm going with Jocko. I'm going with Joaquin Riemann to win the tournament, and I think that's kind of where I'll sit at. So, Even though
don't think
I'm not, he's my one and done. One and done. Yeah.
I don't think anybody would be surprised if Jocko wins this week. No, he's right. He's right there, man. Yeah.
Yeah. He hasn't played this tournament before, as far as I can see, on Fantasy National. So I think we're in pretty good shape there. So that's where I'm sitting at. There's a few other people that I probably could kind of lean towards. I've already used Willie Z. I could definitely see that happening. I do like the Sam Burns pick. It wouldn't surprise me to see Spieth get the fucking putter hot and come out and win like his next golf tournament out. I would not be it would be surprising just in the manner that it happened. I wouldn't be like, oh, I can't believe that happened. It's just, yeah. So, yeah.
All right. Got a couple of questions for you. So who are you surprised is not doing a tune-up this week? Phil.
Well, I don't know that he's allowed. I mean, they probably, he may not be allowed to do a tune-up. By the way, Phil did not play at the Mitsubishi Electric Classic.
No, he didn't. No, he did not.
That would have been a great tune-up for him.
Yeah.
Who I'm not really. I don't know that because there were a handful of players that showed up last week, that were kind of getting tuned up. So they're taking the week off and they're heading to Tulsa, and they're going to be there, kind of getting their bearings. So I don't know that anybody really surprised me.
Cantlay.
Ooh, we haven't seen Cantlay in a minute.
Last time we saw him was a playoff with Spieth at the RBC, right?
Yeah. But I mean, if you look at it like this, man, you just came off a playoff. So I mean, I don't know. Did he need a tune-up? I'm not Rory. I know that's not what you asked, but just to call it out, Rory played last week at the Wells Fargo. That's his, so not surprised at that. Let me see let's see who missed a cut. Anybody? You got somebody in mind? Am I missing
No. I was just curious because not everybody's playing this week, and you think a lot of guys would play going in, right?
Gary Woodland, 70-75. So he missed a cut. I don't know. Maybe I need to go work on some things and kind of get things hammered out. But I mean, you didn't play on Saturday and Sunday, so there you go.
I would say my guys are probably Cantlay, maybe Rahm, going into the thing. Rahm likes to play. So
he's on Rory duty, man. He's doing the daddy thing. He's doing the daddy thing. No, I'm not surprised at all that he's not playing. So here's and a Texas guy, and he missed the cut last week. I'm a little bit surprised Patrick Reed is not playing. That's surprising for me. I could see, and he shot 68-79, and I mean, the weather is a little rough up there and challenging. I don't think it's going to be in what's forecasted. It doesn't look like it's going to be shitty in Texas. They may get a little bit of rain, but nothing crazy. So it's not forecasted to be crazy. So yeah, I'm a little surprised about Patrick Reed not playing. Maybe it's other commitments, but that one probably throws me off more than anything. But yeah, outside of that, I mean, I may be missing someone, but I'm just looking through.
Okay, let's do some matchups real quick. Just off my cuff here. Are you taking DJ or Brooks?
DJ.
You taking?
Tell you why.
Go ahead. Yeah, tell me why.
You got to give me a minute. I got to get to the why. I mean, it's off the cuff, I'd say. T12 with the Masters.
The Bash Brothers.
T12 at the Masters. T39 Valspar. T9 at the Players. Missed a cut at the RBC. I don't know that he really cared. So, I mean, he was at the RBC for sponsorship reasons, I would expect. Ranked 31st in the model, and Brooks Koepka ranks 46. And I just went through his set. Now, when Koepka makes the cut, last five, he's finishing better than DJ. But I don't know. I think DJ's been a little he has been distracted, but I think this is going to give him a channel to kind of refocus and get back into things and get back in start a new routine.
So why isn't Tony playing this week? He missed the cut last week.
I don't know. Because he was coming off of kind of a heater, right? I mean, he'd been playing pretty good. So I don't know why he's not playing. No idea.
Okay. And the last matchup for you, are you taking Xander or Scottie? Think about it.
It's not even a question.
Okay. All right.
I mean, it's a question, but
are we doing a bottle bet here?
Bottle bet. I'm taking Scottie Scheffler all day long, man. All day.
I'll take Xander.
So his last 5 tournaments, he's had 3 wins. And 4.
That's my point.
And 4 of the 5 are single digits. 3 of them being wins, 1 of them being 7th place. Xander cut T12, cut T13, and a T3. I know I'm riding the hot hand, man. I'm riding old Texas Red until it runs out. I mean, prove me wrong, because you haven't yet.
I can't wait to see him taking that vest on and off in Texas this time of the year.
Well, they make those cooling vests now, right?
Like it's a cooling vest.
Yeah. It's a vest that it has cooling tendencies. So yeah, it's a cooling vest. It's like they had the towel. You put the towel on and it cools you. And now they've got a vest. You just put the vest on, take the vest off.
Nice.
Vest on.
Love it. I love it. Mm-hmm.
All right. Outside of golf, what have you been doing? No, we cannot talk about that on the show. The other stuff that you've been doing.
Well, it was a good week. Again, a lot of sports. Means the horse race was fun last week. Basketball, hockey going on. And then on the TV side, Better Call Saul. It's hard to beat anything else on television right now. That is such a good show. Yeah.
I'm not up to speed on it, and I definitely haven't watched all seasons, but I just started watching like the last season, because they give you like a little 3-minute recapper, and I'm like, yeah, all right, shit, I already know what happened for the rest of them, so just straight to the point. And it actually is pretty good. I do like it.
Yeah, that show out there just builds into the complexities of so many things going on, and it's so good. Yeah, it's so good. Did you finish Ozark yet?
I did finish Ozark.
What'd you think?
And I didn't see her bottle in there. I gotta get.
I looked.
I gotta get with the set designer and see how they hoodwinked us on. I think they just wanted free fucking booze. But I will address this. This will be addressed. It'll be addressed.
Yeah. I don't think the casino was a big play in the last half of that season or whatnot. But yeah, that's cool. It's fun stuff. It was a good show. I like that show. Yeah.
Let's see. You made me curious. I didn't look today, but. So the Braves are 14 and the Mets are running away with it, man. Mets are on fire.
Mm-hmm. So the Mets and the Yankees are both on fire. Yeah.
Well, it's good for marketing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What else is happening? Oh, I don't know. Did I tell you I got a new PXG driver? Did I tell you that?
You told me it was coming. We have not talked about it on the show yet. Are you gonna do a review of this thing?
But yeah, I'm gonna do a review. I haven't hit it yet because the weather was shitty, and then it was Mommy's Day.
Well, you should do the review first and then hit it.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. But it was Mother's Day. It was my grandparents' 710th wedding anniversary. I don't know. They're like dinosaurs. I mean, except can't bring them down. They're still kicking. So we had a lot of family stuff over the weekend. But that club looks really, really freaking good, man. It is it looks good. I don't know how my swing's going to look around it. Who we got? So I'll tell you a couple things. So we got Watson Golf coming up on the show. I should have pulled some of their gear out. I'll do it at a later time. But they sent me some of these training aids. So the next time you see me, I literally could be.
Gram. Yeah,
I could be a golf machine. Could be a golf machine. So I got you.
Okay, cool.
Now, hold on. Let me take this. If you don't If you don't take it out of the box, it doesn't work. Like just getting it doesn't do anything. Like you actually have to take it out. You have to apply it. You have to use it. And the really cool thing. So I was talking with Ted Watson, the founder of Watson Golf, and he actually said the reason he started this is because he lost a bet. And we won't get into monetary figures, but he was gambling on course, lost a bet with a guy. He's going to be on the show coming up, maybe next week, maybe, I don't know. He'll be on an upcoming show, but he lost a bet, and he's like, I got to fix this shit. And so he went and he created and patented this thing, and it looks pretty cool. It's I don't know if it'll help you. I mean, I think
I'm so good already.
Could,
I mean,
but it could. That's
so,
what I'm already. That's what I'm saying. I mean, when once you reach a certain caliber, no, I think it will. It's a lot on like setup and kind of the grip and things that go along with that. But when you buy it, you get a consultation visit with one of their teaching pros. So they kind of walk you through how to use it and all that, and you can send your videos in, blah blah blah. And so it looked really fun. Except I did get it out the other day, and I just in the house, and I kind of put it up there, and I'm like, wow, my swing is really fucked up.
Really? Wow. Okay.
I mean, not horrible, but it did help me to kind of it did. This was just swinging in the house. I didn't break any bottles, but yeah, no, it was a good exercise to kind of go through, and again, it's a training aid, so it kind of helps. But yeah, so that's going to be a fun one. I think Rob Collins is coming on the show in the near future to talk about Landman that he just did out west. So he's coming on to talk about that. Who else? We got a lot of good we got to get some more booze people on.
I don't remember what Rob said his favorite sweet tea was on the road. Was it Zaxby's?
That could be.
I think it might have been Zaxby's. Right. Yeah.
That sounds good. Let's see. So I'm caught up on what's the Lakers show?
The Dynasty Laker thing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Showtime.
So I'm caught up
HBO.
on
HBO.
That's a really good one. What else am I caught up on? Yeah, I guess that's it. I'm caught up on Outer Range. It's getting
liking that one?
Well, I don't know what I said before, but what it's turned into is the X-Files and the Yellowstone is what it's now turned into.
Okay. So it went away from True Detective more into Mulder and Scully meets Yellowstone.
Yeah. It's totally X-Files now. X-Files meets Yellowstone to me. Yeah.
Well, I like that. That's cool. Yeah.
Here's the one thing that so Brolin definitely carries that show.
He's good.
I think he's a really good actor, but he absolutely carries the show. And without him, I think that show is like off the deep end, man. I think that it's I think it's like gone, and you can't even keep up with it.
Interesting. Yeah.
I don't know.
I could see that.
My point of view.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. He's great.
Yeah. So I know we got to sign her off. What else is happening? So thanks to everybody that bought our PGA Championship picks from 1792. Jeff, we got High West Rum Finish is on its way, and thanks for all the pre-orders on that. If you didn't get your pre-order in, there could be a few bottles left. So be sure to find us at Birdies _
Have you tasted that one or no? Not yet. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
And so I think at the end of major season, so Dan, we got to think about like, what are we going to do for a giveaway? What's going to be the plug?
Yeah.
And because I've saved one of each. We'll have the releases for the year. I think we do just a full we give away a whole collection. You get all 4 major picks.
High West is like one of my top 5 favorite distilleries. And I know that I know all the details about everything, but I think they make an outstanding product.
I do, as do I.
Yeah. It's definitely like a go-to, sipper, if you will. It's always on the shelf and it's so freaking consistent and good.
It's hard to beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So by the way, you want a chance to win a bottle? Did you want to win a bottle? I don't know. Leave a comment, subscribe, like the show. Go find us on wherever you find your podcast at. Like it, leave a comment. I don't know. You could get a bottle your way. I may have sent one out last week. Random winners could be picked randomly.
There you go. All right.
All right. Byron Nelson, AT&T Byron Nelson. We're here. And until next time.
Cheers.